Hi, Sand Springs. Danny Myers here with We Are Sand Springs, and I'm here with Mary Bechtold. She is the branch manager of the Sand Springs Salvation Army. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Danny. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. We've been doing these localized videos, and I think they're so much fun. And just to share a little bit of my heart as far as why we're doing these, there's a couple reasons, but really it stemmed from whenever we were in shutdown with the pandemic, which feels like forever ago, but really it wasn't. We're still dealing with the whiplash of that, if you will. And I feel like the bigger pandemic really is that like social awkwardness or even the mental health pandemic, which is not um, nothing short of a pandemic here in the United States. But that social awkwardness pandemic that we're dealing with, and that, like, how do we have conversations with people that we don't know? And then whenever we came out of shutdown, it was, whoa, I have not used to being around people. How do I conduct myself and all these things? And so, one of the missions of We Are Sand Springs, in and of itself, was to help bridge the gap between like, civic groups, the city, businesses, and even citizens to kind of bridge the gap of communication to tell people who you are, what you do, what you're passionate about. And I feel like we've done a really great job in different realms of that for We Are Sand Springs. And in others, specifically as citizens, I feel like this is a wonderful opportunity to bridge this gap as we're going through this social uh, reacclimation, if you will, that's probably going to take a few years. And so local lives is really a way where one, Sand Springs, you get to meet all my favorite people first. Please share your recommendations on who we should have conversations with on local lives. Local lives is not just about civic groups, not just about the city or schools, or anything like that. Local lives is really just an opportunity for Sandites to tell their story, share who they are, share what their goals are, what some of their just journey that they've had in our community, and what they're involved in now. I think it's a great way to connect with people on something that you're passionate about. And in a perfect world, maybe I'll help some people make some friends here with our We Are Sand Springs local lives. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So, Mary, I've known you for a decade. Is that right?
I believe so.
I think it's been a decade. I feel like we shouldn't say that out loud though, because that brings a another level of things. So I've seen you work through a lot of things, including some educational goals that you had, development of different programs within the Salvation Army, sitting on the advisory board. I've seen that hard work um, sprout, ideas come to fruition um, with your leadership as well as your team that you know your people that you work with to accomplish great things. So how long have you been in the Sand Springs community?
I moved to Sand Springs my ninth grade year. I'm dating myself again. That was
I
in
know these videos.
1995. Yeah, that was in 95. Ninth grade was still at Clyde Boyd, so it's been a while.
Awesome. Awesome. So just family brought you here?
Family transitions, for
Yeah.
sure, but I'm
Yeah.
thankful that has happened. Actually, Sand Springs was the first place that felt like home, and it's where we chose to raise our children.
Yeah, speaking of your kiddos, you have two beautiful girls.
Thank you. Yes, Mackenzie's 21 and Morgan will be 7 next month.
You are one brave soul. But we love both of them around here.
Thank you.
Mackenzie is a Sandite Charles Page graduate.
Absolutely. Yes, she graduated in 2020.
Yeah, and I think we featured her as one of our seniors in the spotlight for one of
Yes,
our issues.
You too.
which was a blast. And I know not to brag on Mackenzie too much. We won't make her the limelight here and put her in the limelight here. But very involved in Salvation Army, very involved in the community, and I think that that's an important thing to mention. That in Sand Springs, I was in a meeting for Sand Springs youth football last night, and one thing that I hear consistently in leadership throughout Sand Springs is this, I and parents, is this: we want to develop community members, contributing community members. And I think that you've done a great job at that as both director of the Salvation Army and mom. So good
Well, thank
job.
you for that. It's very important to give back to your community. If you instill that young, it carries through their adulthood for sure.
Absolutely. And for generations, it's a wonderful thing. So you and your husband, we got to give him a shout
Mhm.
out too.
Yes. Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam. Live here in Sand Springs. Can you share with us some of the things that you're involved in here in Sand Springs?
Absolutely. So, he is married to the Salvation Army as well. So he helps frequently with that. I'm also involved with the Sand Springs Women's Chamber. I joined that recently. And then I will be my first meeting actually going to the local church network today.
Oh, that's exciting.
It really
How,
is.
yeah, that's so good. And that'll be great for the Salvation Army for sure. So just to recap, the Women's Chamber, a little
Mhm.
information about the Women's Chamber, and I'll let you speak on that a little if you'd like to. Their main focus is within literacy in the community. It's a great organization, a great way to meet um, women, wise women that are dedicated to community growth and the growth of literacy in our community. So, are you enjoying your time with the Women's Chamber so far?
I am so far. Getting to network and meet new people, as you said, is very important, very critical. And then knowing how programs throughout town begin, how they even develop, like the libraries at the public parks. I now know where that starts.
Yes.
So I'm definitely looking forward to being a part of that.
Oh, it's a great program. And it's one of those programs that's been around for, or organization's been around for years. I mean, the Sand Springs Women's Chamber was um, responsible for putting radios in school buses back in the day.
I
How
did not
cool
know
is
that.
that? It's
That is
like,
very
communication devices
absolutely critical right
before cell phones. I
there.
love it. I love it. Yeah, and the church network, that's going to be fun. So tell us about some of the favorite, like some of your, because there's so much to do in Sand Springs, right?
Absolutely.
So there's just like, there's so much, whether you're an avid like adventure seeker or you enjoy the shopping side of things or what have you. So tell us a little about what you guys do in Springs.
Family activities. I will say my daughter takes lessons at Newberry Farms to ride horses. So I definitely enjoy Laura Newberry and Katie Bias out there. They're wonderful. We have a boat that we keep at the harbor. So it's not Sand Springs specifically, but it is in the area. And Sammy at the Big Dipper, she is wonderful. We love her. She's great.
I
And
love
then,
it.
yeah,
Here's the thing. I think every Sandite can relate to what you just said, because isn't that the majority of us?
absolutely.
I just love it. Can you give me just 1 minute here? I'm having a connection issue, but hey, listen, if
Yeah,
if we didn't have technical issues, are we even really doing anything? I don't,
keeps you
I
on your
don't think that we. I think everyone that's ever watched one of these is aware that I have technical issues. you know, it's all right.
That's another thing we've learned through COVID is how to be flexible and
Yeah,
patient.
Exactly.
Another great reason for local lives to be right now. All right, I think that it's fixed. It's fixed.
Wonderful.
So, what are some of your favorite memories here in Sand Springs? I've been with you at things that I think are wonderful, but there's a lot of things. So, if you can choose one, what are some of your favorite memories here in Sand Springs?
Oh my goodness. There are a lot over the years. I think one good thing to think about is even though in the midst of tragedy, such as the tornado or the flood, we were able to see the community come together and support each other. So even though it was tragic, it was very heartfelt, very it just made it all more realistic that Sand Springs is home. Everyone was there for each other.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. What a crazy decade we've had. Speaking on that,
Yeah,
between tornadoes and floods and pandemics. But you're right. That's my favorite thing about Sand Springs as well, is just the all in all community. So
absolutely.
what do you do at the Salvation Army?
So I am the branch manager, is my official title, but I do make sure the programs are being ran correctly, that kids are safe at all times. And we are involved with community events, community outreach, and we have an after school program. And then anytime school is out, we also have programs during those times as well. And we have flag football and cheerleading going on. It is the cutest thing ever. Uh, and we are also registering for small ball, which is 4, 5, and 6-year-old basketball right now.
Oh, how fun. How fun. And that's all on your website, because I'm sure
Absolutely.
we're going to get questions about that.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
reach out to Mary directly. Her cell phone is no, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm sure that's all on the website, or call up to the Salvation Army for details on that. And those ages start pretty young, so that's always a great thing to get involved in.
Yeah, it is. They are able to learn the fundamentals without it being a high stress environment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, why don't you share with us a little bit about Salvation Army's scholarships? Because I think that that's something that, unless you're involved in
Mhm.
the Salvation Army, as a
Mhm.
parent, you probably wouldn't be aware of necessarily.
Yes, and we do offer scholarships, and there is an application process. So if you're interested or need it, just stop by and we'll print one for you. And once we receive the completed application and the documentation, then it's submitted to our executive office for processing and approval. So I don't make those decisions on the local level. They do have a system
Right.
that they go by.
Well, the Salvation Army has a great youth program, is really what I'm getting at. Great character development, leadership development that's involved in that, and a lot of scholarship opportunities that you can take advantage of. But the Salvation Army, yes, we have the Sand Springs Salvation Army that Mary can tell us the ins and outs of, but it's connected to the Salvation Army as a network. And that's a wonderful opportunity for our students here in Sand Springs as well to get involved in. So I
Absolutely.
wanted to make sure to
We hope not.
mention that.
Yes, thank you for that. We hope to not turn anyone away if they can't afford to pay. We are a part of the Tulsa Area Command. So there are 5 clubs in the Tulsa metro area that all serve underneath the Area Command in Tulsa.
It's such a wonderful thing. It's so good. It's so good. So let's see. Here's the thing about local lives is I really want this whole process to be just as natural as we can get it, right? I want to have conversations with people, and just to make a plug here, for anyone who's thinking, hey, I have a story to tell. Um, that's what this is, guys. So what I don't want you to think is like, wow, why is this interview um a little different? Well, because it isn't an interview. This is just me and Mary having a conversation, and And I hope that that comes across in what all we're doing. So let's have like a minute here of what do you think majority of Sand Springs doesn't know about the Salvation Army?
The Salvation Army is a church. My oldest daughter attended here as an after school program kid, like a lot of kids do. And I was not aware of that many years ago. So if you're not aware, the Salvation Army is a church. It was founded in 1865. They do have their own denomination called Salvationist, which is a spinoff of Methodist. So if you're interested in getting involved with that, they call it a corps, CORPS. And so if you're interested in attending church, they do have services at 11 o'clock on Sundays. And they've also started, the pastors here are corps officers, as they're called. They've started a music program on Mondays for ages 8 to 17, free of cost at 5 o'clock on Mondays.
Oh, that's
Much
great.
enjoy that, yes. But that's something I wasn't even aware of, and my child even attended here. So a lot of people aren't aware that the Salvation Army is a church.
That's awesome. That's good. Yeah. And I will say that was an educating moment for me whenever I learned that on the advisory board. But I think you're right. I mean, that wouldn't be your first assumptions,
Right.
right? Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So do you have any stories that you want to share with the community?
There are a lot of stories I could share over the 12 years that I've been here. I keep teasing that I need to write a book. I love meeting all the kids, all the different personalities. So
Mm.
we thoroughly enjoy as a staff being a positive place for youth to come.
I'm sure that's fun when you go to football games or something, or the herbal affair or what have you. And people, I'm sure, seeing that influence. I know as a coach, I coached my oldest daughter's couple of her teams years ago, and even still, those girls, I see them around, and it's just such a connection, right? So, but you have that for years of students, and then at all ages. So I'm sure that's just such a wonderful thing. Well, I have no more questions for you. Do you have anything else to share with the community, Mary?
I Not a whole lot, but if you're interested in any athletics or the churches I spoke about or after school programs, please think of us. We can give you a
Yeah.
tour of the facility if you want to come by.
Yes, and volunteer opportunities. You guys have bell ringing coming up, right?
We do. That begins very soon. So yes,
Yes, yes.
Lieutenant
So if
Zach,
you're looking for an opportunity to do something pretty great in our community this holiday season, yes, go man a kettle, ring a bell, and Mary can get you all the information about that.
I absolutely can. I do believe there's still some angel tree spots open as well. If you go to salarmytulsa.org, it starts with newborn infants up to age 12 if you're needing assistance with Christmas.
And Mary, probably soon, in the next couple months, let's have another one of these conversations whenever we have all the details, and um, we'll kind of go over the angel trees, where you can find them, where you can find an angel, where you can buy for an angel,
Absolutely.
and all those details. I think everybody's going to want to know that as the holiday season progresses.
That would be great.
Okay. All right.
Danny.
Awesome. I'll talk to you later, Mary.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.